Hey, what's up, Street Dogs? Eric from the Eric from Street Photography blog. So I just wanted to do a quick video sharing with you some Silicon Valley principles on this notion of the MVP, or the minimal viable product. So I think this is actually probably one of the best notions to have come out of Silicon Valley. The notion that you could just make the minimum viable product, which means that it doesn't need to be perfect, just make it good enough and just put it out there. Now, the reason why I like this is that I think in modern day living, so much of us are worried about perfection. We're so worried about perfection, we just end up doing nothing. And actually, it's always been my thought of being a satisficer rather than a maximizer. Satisfice meaning suffice and satisfy at the same time, which means just do it about 80% good and just get it done. And even now at this point, the notion of getting it 80% good enough is not even a useful notion to me. At this point, just experiment and treat everything like a prototype. So imagine that everything is always a beta version and you're always just testing, you're iterating, and you're working on it for the long run. So the notion that slow and steady wins the race, I think, is actually quite apt here. So even when I started ours with my buddies, oursbeta.com was just this figment of my imagination that I had the thought that, wow, I wonder if I could crowdsource photography feedback, because I've given so many different photography workshops and I just couldn't scale myself. I couldn't give my own critiques to thousands of users. And I thought, wow, there's so much great cognitive surplus of all these really smart people all around the internet. I wonder if we could create a platform to bring people together so people could give each other honest and feedback. So my buddy Kevin, he programmed the whole thing, worked with Cindy to flesh out some of the ideas. And so we've been slowly iterating ours every single version. So ours beta version 1 was essentially just keep or ditch. You upload a photo and then you can either keep or ditch photos and give people feedback. Then ours beta version 2 was giving constructive critique. Ours beta version 3 was working on Ars Coin, which is like a new economy for photographers. And even right now, we're working on some secret stuff to help empower more and more photographers. And honestly, it's about just doing it, getting feedback, and continue to iterate and change it to update it. And I think that even thinking about MVP is kind of a good way to think about life. So for example, let's say you want to get more buff or work out and get more physically fit. Don't worry so much about going on the internet and finding the most optimal workout strategy. Maybe just get your ass in the gym, just lift some stuff, do some yoga, or even get on the ground and doing some push-ups, or going to the park and doing some chin-ups. Just kind of keep it simple, and the less friction we have, the better to keep it simple. Even in photography, maybe the best phone you should just shoot, the best camera to shoot with is your phone. Or even for me, I love to shoot with the Ricoh GR version 3 because it's simple, it's always with you. And so in life, just minimum viable product, the minimum possible version of it for it to work. It's anti-perfection. It's more about continual growth, continual evolution, continual improvement. The whole kaizen approach is better to improve 1% every single day indefinitely than try to aim for like ridiculous gains in short periods of time. So let's all continue to grow together. What are some ways that you think you could apply MVP in your life? Think about it. Maybe feel free to leave a comment down below, and let's continue to all thrive together. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace out.